Hello and welcome to our first ever and thanks to you FEEDER information overview for My Fuel Club. Gary Holmes here is your host. We'll be underway in just 3 minutes using our new webinar jam system. And you're going to see a talking head for a while, and then you'll see obviously some websites that we'll be working on. Thank you for joining us this evening. We had a great session today with Bonnie, marketing with Bonnie, and learning how to operate our website and YouTube account. And this is actually a YouTube account set up, and I'm learning how to edit and update YouTube videos. So it's quite a learning curve, to say the least. And I want to thank you for joining us, and we'll be underway in just 2 minutes. Recently moved this weekend into a new apartment, and as you can see, it's brand new door, brand new walls, brand new everything, brand new apartment. First time occupied by human beings. Lots of dust and concrete particles, and wow, what a mess. But anyway, we're here, we've moved in, we're almost, well, I shouldn't say that. We're not almost unpacked and set to go, but my office has been cleared so that you just see the door. You don't see the piles of boxes around me. And I'm actually wearing a shirt, so it's an exciting time for me, being live on this webinar. All right, well, we're just 1 minute away. We'll get started. Hello and welcome, and thank you for joining us this evening. My name is Gary Holmes, and I'm here to provide you with some money-making opportunities. MyFuelClub.info is our primary program that we normally feature on Wednesday evening. This evening, we're going to be sharing with you a FEEDER program. Here in the Dominican Republic, many people cannot afford to be actively involved in My Fuel Club because of the entry fee of $150 US. Now, for many of us, that doesn't seem like a lot of money, but for an average Dominican family, that could be a month's earnings. So when I saw the andthanks2u.com website, it was sent to me by a networker that I've known for a number of years, and it caught my interest only because she sent it to me. I wouldn't think she would waste time on a program that wasn't useful and meaningful, and so I watched the webinar and the introductory overview for it, went through the website, and I got excited about it. Why? Because it's so easy to do, and it's so inexpensive. So we're going to share that with you this evening, and to do that, let's get started by screen sharing, and I'll get set up here to do that in just a moment. All right, so here we go into thanks2u.com, and so you should be able to see the entire website. And thanks to you, gratitude, faith, teamwork, strategy, and success. This unique little program is a 4x4 industry paradigm shift, and our members are experiencing a staggering cash windfall in record time, all from a tiny $2.50 gratitude, and faith seed. Now, this has been over 2 years in the making. It's certainly miles apart from anything I've ever seen before, and it's built for the long haul. This is the big one. Now, there's many things that you need to review, and one of the things I would suggest that you do is you do like I do and take ownership of the program so that you can feel confident when you're sharing information with people. Now, there's 2 little videos that you can watch immediately when you get on the website. We're not going to watch either of them because that's for you to do. But what we are going to do is do a detail overview. So we're going to click on the left navigation toolbar, Details. It will open up the video, which I will pause in just a second. And you're going to see that they go through the compensation plan. Now, the compensation plan gives you an overview of how the program works, and I urge you to watch it several times. I've watched it 8 times now. It's only 8 minutes and 18 seconds long. There's another little webinar you can watch here as well. But what I'd like to do is to go through the basic overview information that you see below. Obviously, the #1 priority for those looking to make money online is to find an opportunity to do so quickly, easily, and without a huge cash outlay to get started. So how many people do you know that are whining and crying about not having enough money? How many people do you know that would like to have a better lifestyle? Well, the And Thanks to You people wanted to do this without any previous experience or know-how, providing a tool that people could do this. They want to have fun whilst making money at the same time. What if making money were no longer a problem for anyone on the planet? Now, that's a bold statement. So when I saw this program, I immediately said, every family here in the Dominican Republic could find $2.50. Now, the next challenge will be is to get the program into Spanish. But just think of all the English-speaking nations where $2.50 US is certainly affordable, and people could do it. Now, they say that over 2 years it took to create the computer program, making this miles apart from anything we've seen before. And so it's not here today and gone tomorrow. This is the big one. And Thanks to You is an advertising and digital downloads program with 4 membership tiers in 2 stages that you can certainly participate in. Our members earn 100% of the commissions. Now, this is unbelievable. Why? Because how does the company stay in business? Well, the company is already wealthy. You'll see that in watching the overview video. They have created this program so that everybody could learn how to earn and build wealth. And it can start from a modest $2.50 faith seed. So let's get started learning more information about this awesome program. Now, you recover your initial payment immediately from your first referral, and all payments are made directly to member, so you're never going to give anything to the administrative people. And Thanks to You uses an easy, small, fast-filling 2-stage 4x4 forced team matrix system with massive spillover. Every member can have only 4 in their front line, Tier 1. Any additional members sponsored by you, your upline or your downline members are automatically placed by the system on the next open tier in their team matrix, placed under another team member. So you have 4 people, you get started, goes to somebody else. Now, they still remain sponsored by you, but they are going to help somebody else. And this is really fast. It happens. It's happened for me, and it's happened for several of the people that I personally have sponsored. Now, And Thanks to You is designed to put you into profits in the shortest time possible, helping you earn upwards of $145,000 US in passive income, and in just 2 stages, and in as fast as 8 weeks, with very little effort. Sponsors can compound their income to over $729,000 with just 4 personally sponsored. And if that doesn't stop there, there's no limit to what recruiters can do with this program. I was doing a webinar today, early this morning, with a good friend of mine, Estelle. And Estelle is a huge networker. She sponsored over 10,000 people into a program for the Internet Catalog Club, and has obviously a very large database. And she's just raring to go with this program, and so she had some questions, and she said, well, let's get those questions answered on a webinar. So we're going to get that one edited and up on the website real soon. And Thanks to You can be used as a feeder into higher price point programs, and that's exactly why I'm using it here to help fuel members that can't afford the $150 to get started. They can earn the $150 all from a $2.50 capital outlay of starting andthanks2u.com. The possibilities and what you can make are endless. We even offer members only the best company-approved opportunities with your pre-built downline already intact. Now, I don't plan on doing any of that personally. You may decide to. It's your business. It's up to you. Now, how does the 140,008 weeks gratitude and faith system work? Simple. Everyone introduces just 4 members in 1 week's time. That's the key. And you have to teach everybody to do the same. Now, if you're not doing that, you're falling short of the plan's game plan. All right? So it's just $2.50, and they have a new pay it forward system, and you can actually pay it forward. Well, many will complete this part in days or even hours. Why and how? The startup cost is so tiny, you can even pay it forward with the $10. That's 4 members of $250, and fill your entire front line, so everyone else could do the same. So if everybody just took out $10, paid it forward for 4 people, told them to do the same, at the end of week 8, you will have earned over $145,800. Now, that's assuming that you've upgraded to the next higher tiers in stage 1 and stage 2. So why wouldn't you do it? I certainly am. I have 18 people I've personally involved in the program for myself, and 5 others for Nora Salas, which is Eddie's wife. Now, here's another video you can watch. Now, you can only receive payments on tiers for which you have paid for product. Now, there are products which I'm going to share with you, and they're ebooks, and they're quite good. So upgrade as fast as you can so as not to miss out on any of the higher payouts. This gratitude and faith system is unlike anything else out there on the net. $145,800 plus for passive members who simply upgrade to the higher tiers. Myself, the 100% pass-up match in stage 2 keeps me motivated to build the passive members and their income. And that's why I'm doing these webinars, to help you build your business too. So, and Thanks to You has the smallest entry-level commitment. It's great for newbies who want to dip their toes into the waters of making money online. Keeps downline members in play and making money until they're ready for the upper tier payouts and other higher price point programs, all from earned profits. You never ever come out of pocket more than $2.50. It uses a forced passive income matrix. Each affiliate has a limited number of members in their direct downline, 4 frontline only. Now, this is rather unique. I've never seen this before. Certainly, I've heard of spillover, and I've experienced it in other programs, but this is a new terminology for me, spill under. I personally think it should be called spill up because it helps everyone grow their business faster. And I'll show you an example of this happening. Now, exclusive stage 2 100% pass-up match for sponsors encourages the builders to build stronger and faster, while at the same time provides for passive earners to get to the top payouts. Upwards of the $145,000 can be earned by passive members. Now, there's no hyped up fantasies here, folks. This is a work program. It's a simple program. I would suggest that you log into your website 4 times a day. And we'll do that. And I'll show you just how long it takes to go and check. And you want to do this. Why? Because you want to make sure that you're staying ahead of the upgrades that you need to do. There's no admin fees, so you get 100% of what you're seeing on the stage 1 and stage 2, and there's certainly no false promises. Most agree if you can't earn here, you can't earn anywhere. So here's a quick overview. You got to give to get. So if you give $2.50, you'll get $10. Now out of that $10, you would then capitalize an upgrade of $5 to get $80. Well, what did it cost you? Well, out of your $10, you got $5, so you still made net $5 profit. Then when we get into the stage 1, tier 2, you're going to give 5 to get 80. Well, you can see it's really starting to multiply. 80 gives you 10, get 640. Then out of that 640, you take 20, and to get 5,120. Then we get into the big bucks. Stage 2, 100% pass up, match for sponsors. All upgrades are from already earned profits. Your only out-of-pocket expense is to the $2.50 that you got started with. So it's absolutely fantastic. Now in stage 2, you start with $100 from your 5,120 in profits above. So you could certainly afford $100. Well, if you give the 100, you get 200, and your sponsor gets every other sale. Now, if you give 200, you can easily get the 200 to get 1,600. Sponsor gets every other sale. Now, out of the 1,600, you take out 500, but that'll get you 16,000 eventually, with the sponsor getting every other sale. And out of that 16,000, you'll take 1,000 and get 128,000 with your sponsor getting every other sale, providing a potential income of 145,800 from stage 2, 5,850 from stage 1. So here's a recap. Your initial payment to Upline is only $2.50. This is your total out-of-pocket expense. The payment systems, any method you choose, PayPal, Payza, Solid Trust Pay, etc. The downline structure is a 4x4, that means 4 across the top, 4 deep, forced matrix with 100% pass-up matching bonuses. Sponsorship, no sponsorship required, but it's certainly recommended that you get your 4 people. This is a work program in my mindset. Do a little work, get a lot of money. Now, there are no refunds. Why? Because there is no admin fee or interaction with administration. It's a member-to-member program. And finally, the product, and there has to be a product to make this legal, lawful, ethical, and moral, is targeted online advertising and bonus digital web education products. And they're excellent products. So we'll take a look at those in just a moment. Now, what I'd also like to share with you is the Q&A section. So we'll go to the frequently asked questions. And we have a neat little overview that kind of shows you how you can achieve that 140,000 in 8 weeks. But because it's a visual and it takes some time, I'm just going to read through and do the recap one more time, because spaced repetition is the mother of learning. Question: how many membership tiers does this program go to? And what's the cost? Well, again, our program goes into 2 stages with only 4 tiers in each stage. The cost of membership, tier 1, is only $2.50. You can buy higher tiers from your upline members at any time. The cost of each tier is as follows. In tier 1, it's $2.50. It'll pay out that $10. Tier 2, you pay $5. It'll pay out $80. Tier 3, $10, pays out $640. Tier 4, $20, pays out $5,120. Then when we get to stage 2, tier 5, $100 pays out $200. Tier number 6, $200 pays out $1,600. And we suggest sending the payments below via FedEx or some other one-day delivery service. Tier 7, $500 pays out $16,000. Tier A, $1,000 pays out $128,000. Now, understand how to plant a faith seed, the law of attraction, and being as close as 1 millimeter to success. Watch this little video, and there's lots of them here to watch. You can have, be, or do anything you want. Plant a tiny seed of faith and tell others to do the same. Number 2, can I have more than one account? No, you can only have one account. There is no reason to have more than one account except to cheat the system. Number 3, how does the 140,000 in 8 weeks work? Simple. Everyone introduces just 4 members in 1 week's time. That's the time window we're looking to achieve. So if you haven't done it, start today and say, I'm going to get my 4 people in 1 week at $2.50, or I'll take $10 and I'll find 4 people that have $10 and pay it forward. This is a breeze. The startup cost is so tiny. You can even pay it forward for those 4 members at $2.50 to fill your entire front line. So could everyone else. So you have 2 ways of doing this. $10 or $2.50, your choice. I did the $2.50 and showed people how to do this. Now, the easiest and most fun way for many, as reported by many members who are having some real fun making a lot of money with this, is to invite others to their very own do what you love party. What's that, you say? Let's say you love football, basketball, golf, reading, cooking, wine tasting, or whatever you like. You simply invite 4 or more from your passion party to make a ton of money from their $2.50 entry fee to your specific party. No one cries over $2.50. They do the same with whatever their passion is, and invite 4 to the party. That's simple. Hey, let's get together. Let's edit a book. Let's talk about sports. Let's talk about golf. Whatever you want to talk about. And oh, by the way, do you have $2.50? Sure. What do you need it for? Well, I don't need it, but you need it to start a business. Oh, what could you start a business for $2.50? Well, do you know 4 people that have $2.50? Well, I'm sure everybody does. Well, great. Here's what I want to do. Let me share this with you. Watch this little video with me. I'm going to turn my computer on, put it on my big screen, and let's watch Gary tell the story. This will turn thousands per week or even daily, all from a one-time watch, reading, cooking, or tasting party doing what you love. Remember, you can only earn on tiers for which you paid for products, so upgrade as fast as you can so you don't miss out on any higher payments. Well, can I skip tier 1 and order packages 2 and 3? No! You cannot skip tiers. The low-cost faith and gratitude system is giving you great things which make it easy to build your future. That's what the system is doing. It's allowing you to build an investment with no risk and an extraordinary return. Do I need a domain or web hosting account? No, your site will appear on www.andthanks2u.com with your username. You simply promote your referral link to refer your new members. How do I get paid? Well, you're paid directly from your downline members to your PayPal, Payza, Solid Trust, or any mutually agreeable arrangement. And so your Tier 1 direct referral pays you for membership Tier 1, membership stages Tier 2, Tier 5, your second tier referrals pay you for membership Tier 2 and membership stages 2 through Tier 6. Your third tier referrals pay you for membership Tier 3 through to membership stage 2, Tier 7. And your fourth tier referrals pay you for membership Tier 4 and membership stage 2, Tier 8. Now, it's important. Members can only receive payments up to their current membership tiers. For example, if you have purchased a package number 1 and number 2 only, and someone from your number 3 tier referrals decides to buy package number 3, membership tier number 3, then you will pass up this payment. It's happened already. I've seen it happen. I saw a person lose out on a $5, $10, and $20 payment. And they may pass to their direct or indirect upline member that's already purchased this package. In other words, the system automatically chooses the very first member from this member's upline with membership tier 3 or higher. Now, this is called the spill under, where it pays up to those who are qualified if you're not. So get qualified. And what we've agreed, my sponsor and I, is to go to the $20 tier 4 pay level. We'll earn the $100, and then when she upgrades, then I'll upgrade. And when I upgrade, then Nora will upgrade. And when Nora upgrades, then her people will upgrade. And that's what we're going to try to achieve, so that nobody loses out on any of that spill under. Can I pay with credit cards? Well, you could use any method and your assigned upline agree with it. So if they take credit cards, absolutely. Can I refer more than 4 members? This is what got me. I tell you, this is what really showed me how big this little program is. Plant a seed for $250 gives you $145,800. Have your 4 members, it becomes $790,000. Then I watched the little video over and over and over, and on that very last page, he talks about the 4 people that you sponsored, each getting $145,000, and you get $145,000 too from them, creating the $790,000. And then I said, whoa, that means that every person that I sponsor and help them achieve the maximum payout, that means that I'm going to get $145,000. So I got busy and I started to sponsor, and so at 18 people, and I'm just getting started, quite frankly, I haven't even mailed out to my 7,000 members. I'm going to be doing that on Friday morning. But 18 times $145,800 is $2,624,400, all from a $2.50 capital outlay. I got to tell you, this is worth half an hour a day to check your website. Wouldn't you agree? All right, let's go on to question number 9. What's a reference number? A reference number is a unique number that's generated upon successful completion of a transaction. It can be found in your transaction activity box when you're logged into your processor account. So I'm using PayPal exclusively, don't use anything else at this moment, and so it's the transaction number that is generated by PayPal when you spend your $255, $10, or $20. Do you give refunds? We've already discussed this. This is a non-refundable program because it's member to member. We never handle any money administratively, so the admin is doing this out of the goodness of their heart. Can I change my details after joining? Yes, the back office allows changing your profile. The only thing you cannot change is your username and your email. And if you need to change your email because you lost it or it's been hacked, then you just contact support and they'll check that out for you. So how do I pay? Well, this is important to follow this, and I've had quite a few people that just don't seem to have that reading comprehension, so I'm going to be creating one where I've got somebody I'm going to be signing up brand new, and we'll just have a short little 3 or 4 minute video on how to do that. But you log into your account. So let's say we're going to use PayPal. We're in our back office of andthanks2u.com. We open up our PayPal account. This is a manual pay system. It's not automated. So when you hit the andthanks2u pay, it doesn't take you to your PayPal account. You physically have to open up another window. You have to log in. You have to go make the payment based on the email that you've been given as the pay reference for PayPal. Now you're going to copy the email or ID of the recipient. You're going to log into your processor account. You're going to complete your payment and copy the transaction ID, that reference number. And number 6, you're going to input the processor used, and that's be PayPal or Payza or whatever, and the transaction ID number into the form on the same page at the Thanks2u site and click Submit. Okay, we'll show you that. I'll go ahead and show you that in the back office in a moment. Do you have a Pay It Forward program? Yes. Now, they just have created this within the last week. The Pay It Forward program, I'm going to show you that as well. The process ensures that everyone continues to move and or have an opportunity to participate in a fast-moving money-making program that does not stall. You'll make it to the big payouts faster and without major delays. You simply give in order to receive. It's all about planting the right seeds. Help somebody and help yourself. Now, if you haven't seen the movie Pay It Forward, go watch it. If you have seen it, go watch it again. You can have everything in life you want, in this particular case, financial success, if you will just help enough others get what they want, which is $145,800. Thanks, Zig. And you get the matching bonus of $145,800 for helping them. Wow. Can I promote my referral link and earn money being a free member? No. If you seriously cannot plant a faith and gratitude seed of just $250, you may want to reconsider making money online. All right, so that's what we're going to start with. That's enough information for you to absorb. I want you, for homework, is to go in and watch all the little videos. And watch them more than once. Spaced repetition is the mother of learning. Now, should you decide to join, you'll click the join button, and I think everybody on here is already involved. Again, watch the little video. And whoops. Okay, so the video is playing anyway. You can see it's just showing you the money and showing you what to do. It'll have your inviter, your sponsor, up here. You'll complete all the information. You'll read the terms and conditions. So let's go and take a quick look at the terms and conditions. And when I joined, the terms and conditions were not online. I checked for 3 days. They still weren't online, and obviously they made some modifications. The one thing that I do want to point out is this clause right here. Members may not activate or use more than one member account, select or use an email address of another person, use a name subject to rights of another person without authorization from that person, use a false or misleading name, mailing address, or email address to activate or use a member account. Now, I hate to say that, I contravened this. Tomorrow at 3:30, I will give the site that I created on behalf of Nora and Eddie to Nora, along with the email account that I set up specifically for her, for this business. And she already has the PayPal account set up. So I will no longer be contravening this. But I just want to point that out. Don't do what I did. All right? I just didn't know any better. Had I seen this, had it been available, I wouldn't have done it. We all have to work towards making this program work. We don't want to have any challenges, and we don't ever want to be removed from this program. So read all of the information here. Another taxpayer, you are responsible for your own tax reporting and are considered an independent contractor, and there's no employee type relationship between us and you. Remember, it's paid member to member. The admin people get absolutely nothing. They're not going to give you a T4 or T4A or whatever other tax information that your country requires. And those are the two most important things that I like to point out. So that's how you would join after reading and understanding the frequently the policies and procedures, I should say, terms and conditions. All right, so let's go log in. You can do it from here. And so I already have mine memorized. And so I'm Mr. Sovereign. My password's logged in already. And so again, when we looked at, there's my testimonial. Awesome little program. 17 sponsored in my first 24 hours. Earned $45 in the same period. See this program with your sponsor now. You won't ever regret it. Who doesn't have $2.50 and knows 4 people who have the same? Stop your whining and crying that you have no money, no opportunities, and no hope. Get rid of that stinking thinking. Get a checkup from the neck up and just do it. Okay? So you can put your own little testimonial up there and help everybody understand. Put your first and your last name because you, like I, believe in this program. Now what I do is, you saw how quickly we can log in. When I get up first thing in the morning, the first thing I do is I log into my account and I go here and click on pending payments. And as you can see, there's no records found for payments received, no payments sent, and no pay it forward payments. Okay, I log out. That's it. That's how long it takes to check. So I do that 4 times a day. I do it at breakfast, lunch, dinner, either before or after, and I do it before I go to bed. It takes less than 5 minutes. Why? Because we need to quickly respond for those people that are actively participating in making payments. You have to authorize the payment. Now, if you wait a week, you've slowed that person down from their ability to build themselves a strong business and yourself a strong business. So if you can't do it 4 times a day because you work a regular day job and you're out of the house and you don't get near a computer, at least make sure you check it before you go to work and when you've finished your day's work. A couple of times a day, 5 minutes. That's all it takes. Once you've got your 4 people, if you're not going to do anything more than that, please at least do that. But teach them to do that too. This is all about each one teaching one to succeed. It's apprenticeship, pure and simple. That's what we have to do. All right, well, let's take a look at some of the other things that we have here. Let's show you how to upgrade your account. I did this morning, and I shouldn't have. You can see that I'm ready to upgrade to the $100. So what I went ahead and did was do the drop-down box, and I made the purchase. Well, I shouldn't have done that, because as soon as you do that, you are now obligated to pay the person that showed up. Well, that person that showed up was a lady, I believe, in Canada, and I didn't have the $100. And so, fortunately, Estelle had done this, and she said, "Look, just write them and tell them to delete the payment," which I did, and which they did. So everything is fine. So it's showing again as availability to pay my Stage 2 Tier 1, and I'm waiting to hear from Jeffa, my sponsor, and when she says she's paid the 100, then I will then upgrade so that she doesn't miss out on that 100 and it goes beyond her. Okay? So that's how simple it is. You want to make a payment preference change. You go in, and everybody does this. I did it. Estelle and I talked this morning, and she did it. You go ahead and you want to add something like Solid Trust Pay. In Europe, they use Payza. There's other things. And you go ahead and you put it in there, and you click it, and it doesn't work. Then you say, well, why didn't it take it? I just did it. And then you have to read that it's requiring you need to enter your password to update your information. It's absolutely amazing. As much as I know about networking and about business, I still, too, am guilty of not reading to the bottom. Okay? So everybody needs to read this out loud, and that clarifies your thinking, and it makes it that much easier to not make mistakes. All right, so we've already looked at pending payments. Let's look at approved payments. And so you can see that I started way back on the 21st way back. What's that? 15 days. Okay, so in 2 weeks, $2.50 I received from Tom, my good buddy in Canada, and he is actively involved in managing the PayPal account for My Fuel Club. And obviously, this is a My Fuel Club time window that we're using to introduce this feeder program to My Fuel Club. So oftentimes, if you're using PayPal when you are using My Fuel Club, you will maybe interact with Tom. Then we have William. He joined the next day, as did Tom make his $5 payment, as did Marianne make her $2.50 payment. This is a spillover, all right, from Jeffa, woman from Canada that joined. And then William made his $5 payment. Then our Australian gang started to get on board. Lori had been spilled over, but his $5 payment came to me. Then Bruce in Chicago, again, he spilled over and made his $2.50 to somebody in my downline, but he paid his $5 payment to me. Then Marianne paid her $5 to me. Lori paid his $10 to me. Tom came on board. He made his initial $2.50 to somebody else. His $5 came to me. There's Nora, sponsored her. Her $2.50 went to somebody else, and then her $10. And then Leon, his $5 came to me. His $2.50 originally went to somebody else. Then Lawrence, his $20 came to me. Nora's $20. Tom's $10. William's $10. Marianne's $10. This is Peter's. Leon's $10. Leon's $20. And then another Aussie, Anthony, $5. Okay, and you can see that on the 21st, I got excited, made my $2.50. The next day, I had studied it again, and then I went ahead and I upgraded to the $5, the $10, and the $20. I did this because I had the money, yet I hadn't received all these payments to pay for it. I was fortunate that I already had some in my PayPal account. Do you have to do that? Absolutely not. The program is designed that you only ever use your profits. But I want to move this quickly. So I had the $37.50, and I went ahead and I made my upgrades so that we agreed to stop at the $20 level. And that's what I recommend that you do, so nobody misses out on that $100, because now it's starting to get serious at the $100 level. Okay, now another neat section in your back office to look at is your dashboard. And this dashboard says that I've already received $180 in 2 weeks. Well, that's not too shabby as far as I'm concerned, especially with a capital outlay of $2.50. Now, I'm not good at math, quite frankly. I don't know what percentage of increase $180 is over a $2.50 capital outlay, but I'm certainly confident that it's better than 100%, aren't you? So where can you go get that kind of return in 2 weeks on $250? Awesome. And it's, again, just massively taking action, letting people know about the program. And I have this beautiful music playing. You can stop the music by clicking on one of the links. So we're going to go visit my downline. And so in your View Downline page, you are blessed with the ability now to create a master list of all the people so you can email them updated in advance. Now, I just moved, so I'm sorry that we didn't get more people on this webinar this evening, but I will be updating. I do have a mail list now of all these people, and many of you here are obviously in this list, and you can see that we have Tom, William, Marianne, Tom, Bonnie, Lawrence, Bruce, Ken, Don, Leon, my wife Diana, Nora, Anthony, Korea, which is Peter, Youngie, her husband Kia, Q, I should say, and Bruce, and Gloria. And so we now have this new little pay it forward deal. Now, Don and I just had a session today, and he has actually made his payment to Tom. And so that'll be showing as active tomorrow when Tom gets up and makes his review of the website. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take $2.50 and pay it forward for Q. And in Bruce's case, we're going to talk tomorrow and we'll get him set up so that he's not needing to be paid forward. But let's just click on the link and show you this new section. So you can actually pay the $2.50 for them. You agree to pay for the position by clicking on Purchase button and understand that this is for Stage 1, Tier 1 position only. This position may not fall to you if your Tier 1 is already full with 4 positions already, free or paid. There is no higher tiers for pay it forward. Stage 1, Tier 1 only. When you pay it forward, it cannot be undone. In the note at the payment processor, say the following: only include member's name, not yours. Thanks to you for your help, username. Now I got to make this really clear that when you're using PayPal, that's all you ever put in the memo section. Thanks to you for your help, Gary Holmes, or in this particular case, Mr. Sovereign. Where your username is the name of the member being paid forward. Okay, so there's a little difference there. But you want to make sure that you always pay friends and family. You're going to pay the fee. You're not going to use the business side. You're going to use the friends and family side, and that's why you want to just say thanks to you for your help. You don't want to put anything else in there regarding and thanks to you like I did originally. I put in the transfer information, the stage, etc., and they immediately corrected me, which they should, and said don't do that. Okay, so they're keeping tabs on what's going on here, and they want us all to play by the rules. And it's so simple to do. But unfortunately, it's just as simple not to. So what I would urge you to do is to do like I did. Review the website several times, spend a couple of hours on it. Once you got it down, active. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the marketing link. You get it from either place in the gray side and here. This is where you find your affiliate link. This is the link that you would send out in an email to all your family, friends, and acquaintances. Now you can use one of these, but I don't like them. And what I did use, though, is solo ad number 1. And I'm going to be upgrading this ad, and I was going to send it out tomorrow morning, but I'm not ready because I had to work at editing my notes from a call with Eddie today for our webinar tomorrow. But you can send this out. It's already got your link built into it. Just copy and paste it into your email. Away you go. Now, there are products. I don't know anything about these 2 products. I have earned banner credits available at 3,500. If you go look at yours, if you're already involved, and you haven't done the 4 stages, it'll be a lot less than that. Banner URL is the location of the image of the banner. Make sure your banner shows correctly before approving it. Banner URL, website URL, assign credits, 3,500, preview, stats, no stats available. I have no clue of how to do this. I personally don't feel I need it, but you may want to experiment with it. You might want to ask admin how to do it. Somebody's got to. You know, I don't have to do everything. Product number 2 is your text ad. So very similar if you want to create your very own text ad and get it put up there. Now, where you do see the products that you purchased is in the bonus vault. And again, if you're only at Tier 1, you'll only see the very first one, which is Web Traffic Explosion. Now, if you're doing marketing with Bonnie, this book fits in perfectly. It's a 32-page ebook. Then there's an amazing bonus book to it, which I haven't read yet. I've read half of Web Traffic Explosion. It just ties in so perfectly with what we're doing with Bonnie. Then master resale rates are included. There's a website included. Haven't spent any time on either of these. Stage 1, Tier 2 product is blogging profits unleashed. And so what are we doing with Bonnie? Learning how to set up our blogging site. And so again, master resale rights are included, website included. Stage 1, Tier 3 product is building your organization on autopilot. And Stage 4 is fantastic funded proposal. So have I clicked on some of these links? Yes. Do I want to click on any more? No. I don't have time for it, don't need it, don't want any other programs other than this program making me lots of moolah. Okay? So those are your products. Now the positions, it'll show you what positions you've already paid for, And so you can see here I have active amount generated 10 on stage 1, tier 1. So I've already completed that stage. Tier 1, stage 1, tier 2, I've got 50 of the 80. Then on stage 1, tier 3, I've got 60. And stage 1, tier 4, I've got 60. So we're getting close to completing this one, and we've got some serious work to do on these too. And then I can upgrade. And then these are not available. So there's your back office. It's really simple, not difficult to understand. And so all of this has been put together over a 2-year period, including a computer program that generates the 4x4 matrix. You don't have to do anything. It's all done for you for $2.50. Super fantastic business opportunity. And you certainly know 4 people that have $2.50 that could do this with you and would want to help you, and you would want to help them pay it forward. So that's all there is to it. Now, folks, if there's any questions, I'll go back to being a talking head, and we'll get those questions answered. And here I am once again. And so we'll go to the chat section. And if you have any questions, go ahead and we'll get those questions answered. I did not know that, Marianne. It could be definitely to the internet. I'm using a temporary internet system that does have its failings, but it's all I could get because they're so slow in putting things together here. In fact, the building that I'm in is so new that the company that I'm using, Claro, at the previous apartment, doesn't even have it listed in their mapping system. Now, it can be purchased for here because my neighbor downstairs happens to be working for Claro, and he said he would help me. And that's the way the system works here. You always know somebody who can help you get it done. So it's pretty interesting. So I'll have Claro hopefully next week. But in the meantime, I'm using this Wind telecom system that I bought 2 years ago when I lived here. And you just pay for a month and use it for a month and then put it away. So it does have its shortcomings, but it does work. All right, well, let me just ask you, are there any final questions or comments? You can go ahead and type in the little comment section. And if there's no questions, then we're done for the day. I want to thank you for being with me this evening. We'll be putting this little webinar up on the My Fuel Club website, and so you can send your friends and family to watch it again. I'll also be sending this website to the Legacy Assurance site as well under the andthanks2u.com webinar, so people can watch it there. I've had a problem getting a good webinar. Hopefully this one's good enough to be a keeper. Again, God bless you all. Thanks for being here. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Get your 250 together, get your 4 people, and let's make it happen. Good night.